Hey, how's it going? Hopefully this won't be a 10-minute video, but hopefully this will be quick. I hate annoying people. You know, there was a tweet that went viral on Twitter maybe a month or two ago. And it said something unfortunately I can't get the just move my coat rack out the way. Unfortunately I don't think I can get the tweet because the person who tweeted it took it down because she was getting so much hate. But essentially she said something to the effect of, teach your kids from early when they're being annoying so that when they're older, they don't miss out on key social cues. Of course, when I mention that, I think of that Key Look lady. If you haven't heard of her, go through TikTok. Everybody was talking about her a few weeks ago. Basically, a makeup artist who went to a wedding and she overstayed her welcome. They told her she could stick around for a little bit, and she decided to stay for the entire wedding. Eating their food, getting up in their faces, taking TikTok content, even beyond the work that she did. And even when people were, the bride and groom were sending people to tell her, hey, you need to leave, she would just start making a scene until the bride said, okay, fine, you can stay. And it was just crazy, you know? I mean, that's the most recent situation I'm thinking of. Now, I have a situation in my life. I recently moved to a new gym, and I don't think I want to talk about the reasons why I left my old gym. Don't think it's necessary to go into all that detail, but I moved to a new gym, and I like it there. It's nice. It's a little more pricey, but you know what? I think the environment's a better fit for me, so I plan to stay there long term. Now, there's this one guy at the gym. I call him Sir Cough-a-Lot. I think the name spells it all out. Sir Cough-a-Lot. And it's not even that he just coughs. Okay? This man coughs like he has the bubonic plague. Like, this man, when he coughs, I think of every ancient European disease. You know, I think of the Black Plague, bubonic plague, every plague I think of every time. The way he coughs, can I just imitate him for a second? He's like, that's how he's coughing, okay? Like, when I imagine him coughing, I imagine that he's emptying out every film, phlegm, liquid, matter, solid, whatever. I'm assuming I'm assuming he's like turning his lungs inside out to like expel everything out of his mouth. And the worst part is, this man don't cover his mouth. He doesn't cover his mouth. And so we're in a room that fits, once you get like about 20, 30 people in the room, it gets a little tight, right? And we're all in close quarters, we're all in close spaces, and this man is constantly coughing the entire gym class. And, you know, for now, I've said to myself, for the moment, I'm doing classes at a certain time, but once I get a new job, once my schedule starts to change, I'm gonna switch back to classes at another time frame, so I won't see him. But for the moment, while I'm doing classes at this time, it's been about a month or two, constant coughing. Like, I don't consider myself to be that much of a germaphobe. I mean, maybe I am based on this video, but I really don't see myself as that much of a germaphobe. Like, I'm a big believer of the 5-second rule. Call me nasty, whatever. If I'm in an environment where I know, like, I'm in the environment all the time, like, not everywhere. Like, I'm not doing 5-second rule on the street, okay? Let's let's have parameters. If I'm in my home or at a place where I know I'm there regularly, I clean the floor myself regularly. This is just for places where I know I go regularly, I clean the floor myself regularly, then I know, like, I'm at church, like I am the person who does a lot of the floor cleaning at church. So that's an area where I'm like, okay, 5-second rule. I know how often the floor is being cleaned and I'm physically cleaning it. Does like the 2 places, that's it. I'm not doing 5-second rule anywhere else. But, you know, for the most part, I try not to be too up in people's cleanliness patterns because, you know, I try my best to mind my own business. People don't like me minding my own business. They really don't. I realize that, like, oh my God. One day I'm going to tell you guys, the way people will just walk up to me, I'll smile at them and say hello, and all of a sudden I'm hearing everything of their business. Somebody died, somebody got divorced, somebody's diagnosed with something. I'm like, whoa, I just said hi. Why are we getting all these details? Don't know. But anyway, Sir Cough-a-Lot has picked up on the fact that I don't really like being around him. And it's at a point where I'm noticing, I think he's doing subtle things to try and get under my skin, which I don't appreciate. But I don't really have a way to talk to him about it. I don't even know if there's a solution at this point. Like, there probably isn't. Because, like, I don't really want to be the one to talk up and say something to him, because there's, like, 20 odd people in the class. And everybody else seems to be just fine with him coughing like he's about to die. And I tell you, man, the first time I heard him cough like that, it was like my spirit was trying to just get out my body and run. Like, I have never been so horrified in my life. Okay, like, that cough was disturbing me. Like, I wanted to just throw some holy water on him. Like, it was bad. Okay, and so ever since, like, I've been wearing masks around him because he's constantly coughing. And sometimes he'll be fine, but once he starts getting really active and really into exercise, all of a sudden, and there was one particular time too, because we have partner exercises, right? This is boxing class. So we have, let me grab my equipment here for a quick second. We have our pads. So I'll have the pads up. I won't grab the second one. I have a pad up, and then the other person, like, uses their glove. I could pick up the glove and punches the pad, right? So I'm standing there with my pads, letting the person punch my pads. This man was standing maybe 2 feet across from me, and his back was to me. So I thought, okay, fine. At least if he coughs, he's coughing the other way, and I'm good. I wasn't wearing a mask that day because I thought, oh, he's fine. He's not coughing. Next thing I know, the bruh gets a coughing fit. And you know what he does? He turns around, and starts letting it out. And of course, he's coughing right in my direction. I was like, literally standing there with my gloves, because I was the one holding the pads. I literally had to tell my partner, I said, we gotta stop. I gotta put a mask on because I can't do this. So now, every time I see him, or anytime I see any people in the class that I know, they kind of cough and they don't cover their mouths, I just wear a mask automatically, because I'm over it. Like, I'm a person, I don't even like wearing masks. I was so annoyed wearing a mask during COVID. I only like to cover my face to protect from the cold. I don't actually like wearing a mask. But I noticed people don't cover their mouths. Everybody thinks it's a cough symphony. Cough, 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 cough. It's not. It's disgusting. Like, you are expelling a foreign substance, and I don't actually want to breathe it in. So you need to cover your mouth. But I realize that a lot of people, especially of the palm color variety, don't feel that covering their mouth is all that important. And, not sure what to do about that. So today, oh my goodness, today I was so proud of him. I was so proud of Sir Cough-a-Lot. I went to class, and I saw him, and he actually coughed into his hand. I was so happy. I was going to say something. I was like, oh my God, thank you so much for covering your mouth. That was so great. I don't have to breathe in your nasty fumes, or at least if I do it, to get a little bit less. And you know what Sir Cough-a-Lot did? You want to know what he did? I felt hungry at the end of class. And yeah, I felt hungry. Sorry, at the beginning of class, I just come out of the pool, because I went to the pool and then the gym. So I was feeling hungry. So I quickly grabbed some granola bars and was quickly stuffing them in my mouth towards the door. Of course, Sir Cough-a-Lot walks by me, and there was a gentleman there, and I talked to him for a bit while I was eating. I was covering my mouth so, you don't see me chewing and all that. So of course, Sir Cough-a-Lot walks right past the two of us and goes, excuse me. So we move aside for him to walk by. And what does he do? He walks like 2 feet out the door of the boxing gym, and he pulls out a vape and vapes right across, like 1-2 feet away from me, because I was standing right by the door. And I'm sitting there like, I don't know. Some people just vex my spirit. I don't know what to say.